Everyone, best for your sports picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is April 29th. We're in the heart of the NBA playoffs, and Mike Brenner and I are going to take a look at three of the round two series that are coming up. We have futures odds for them. The only one we don't have is for the next Golden State series, but the other three series we have odds for, and they're
He might not need odds for that Golden State one, no matter who they play.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Alma Gordy, of course, famously at the beginning of the playoffs predicted that they would sweep the board, run the table, 16 straight wins in the playoffs, and that's looking like, I don't know.
It could happen. You never know.
All right, so let's talk about the first series I want to talk about, Mike Brenner, Toronto and the Cavaliers. And this is an interesting one. The more I look into this, I'm telling you, man, I think that in games, from game to game, the Raptors are going to be undervalued. And even on the series price right now, the Cavs are minus 430 to win it.
Wow.
The Raptors are plus 360. Pinnacle right now, I'm thinking that that the Raptors are maybe getting a little bit disrespected here and undervalued. Mike Brenner, earlier on in the year, you did give the Cavs to win the East on a futures bet at minus 251. They're about 290 right now, so it hasn't changed that much.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. There's a lot of reasons that I'm kind of liking Toronto here, at least on the spreads game to game. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, with the spreads game to game, Pete, I wouldn't be able to refute that. I know the Cavs beat them 3 out of 4 times straight up this year, but the additions that Toronto made, obviously, it's been paying off, and that, and plus Norman Powell that they've inserted into the lineup has been huge. I just think the Cavaliers, with that rest, they know what's next. They know what step. I mean, you're looking at a guy that this will, if he makes it to the finals, it'll be the 7th straight year. They know what to do. Toronto still building, still growing, still initially having pieces. I don't know, Pete. I still think Cavaliers going to knock this team the hell out.
I think they should be favored to win the series. I think that
like the first line that I'm seeing for game one, I think that after game one, I think you're going to see those lines increase quite a bit because I think an ass whooping's waiting to take place.
What, the Cavs?
In game one.
Oh,
absolutely.
I disagree with that. I think that the Cavs defensively have had issues with exactly the kind of with exactly the kind of pick and rolls that the Raptors like to run.
And they know that also, Pete.
Sure,
That's why
of course.
I think they are pounding away in practice, and they knew they'd be facing Toronto. I don't think they had any doubt Toronto would get by, Milwaukee. So I think they're going to be prepared. I think they're going to be really prepared for them, and I don't think Toronto's going to be prepared for the wave that's going to hit them pretty quickly. Kyrie Irving, you got a hungry team again, Pete. They have found some hunger again, and I know all the haters could say Cavaliers, but when I take everything in full, I've made more money off of them than I've lost off of them, and I really think they're going to have Toronto's number. I respect it, and I totally respect it, but Milwaukee is no Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, actually, defensively, they're pretty tough. I mean, as great as LeBron James is, he legitimately is, they also faced a beast with the Greek Freak, and they had a lot of tough defenders there. Middleton, Snell, and Thon Maker, and definitely Cleveland's going to be less of a defensive challenge. Obviously, Kyle Lowry can I mean, Toronto does seem to have at times mental issues. Kyle Lowry can sometimes just not show up at all in a playoff game, and if that happens, obviously they will get blown out. But I don't know. I think defense. I think Toronto is toughened up on defense with Ibaka and PJ Tucker. I think they got tested with Milwaukee, a better team than they looked on paper, and certainly than the regular season record would indicate. And I don't know. I'm thinking.
And Ibaka's ankle will definitely be tested in this series. He still has a tweaked ankle. They're keeping it low, and they're going to pressure him. I just think, Pete, that shine's going to wear off for them. And I know one thing, the bench that won the whole championship for Cleveland last year, that bench isn't there anymore. Instead of guys that, a lot of them, people don't even know who they are. All right, now you've got some experience on that bench. You've got Kyle Korver. You've got Deron Williams. That's going to be a key element in here. I'm telling you right now, Deron Williams is going to have a hell of a series.
I mean, look, Toronto didn't shoot well. They didn't take care of the ball well, and they didn't give it.
But you are right with what you said. They're very, very valid points, and it took that team to the next level, and they now feel they're better prepared than they were last year, but we will find out. That's why they play the game. I'm getting fired.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over, but if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.